need to start clapping right now for my man, Dave Columbo.
Hi, everybody. How you doing? Give it up for Stephen Bowles one more time, please. Stephen Bowles. He is one of the funniest people in the city, but his hair offends me. Where are my balding people at? Let's get that going. It's a much sadder clap, isn't it? You know how hard it is? He's up here going like, you know when your hair just gets stuck in your face? I'm in the back going, I used to. Shucks. No, I don't like to say that I'm losing my hair. I like to say that my forehead is proactive, you know? My scalp is woke. Like that's, you're like, New York City, how we feeling? We feeling good tonight, New York? New York! I love this city. This city is gross, isn't it? It's disgusting. It's not, oh God, really? I try to stay positive though. For me, that Gatorade bottle of pee on the train is half full, you know? Saw that on the train the other day. Everyone just lifted their feet like, nope. It's my favorite. But then, you know what? I don't mind that the city's gross, because that means we get to be gross. You ever do that? You ever just like treat yourself, you know? Well, I wasn't going to use this Taco Bell receipt as a napkin, but he's using a Taco Bell receipt as pants, so... You know what job I want? I want to be the guy who names the bodegas. Seems pretty easy, you know? You ever see that? You ever walk by, you're just like, cigarettes, coffee, ATM. Yeah, I like the price is better at Deli Lotto Smoke. But there's something honest about that, isn't it? You know, it's like, they're no fucking around. Here is what's inside. If people were named like that, dating would be so much easier. Anxiety, bipolar, OCD. Mama's boy, night terror, psoriasis. Oh, yeah, sure. Some of you are clapping, you're like, that was too specific to not be autobiographical. Sure. I like living in New York. It's the city. Anybody in therapy in the room? Are we in therapy? Wait, it's New. Yes, I do the road, and no one admits to being in therapy. But in New York, we treat it like hot yoga. It's like, you've never been? I'm gonna send you to my guy. Like, that's how we do it. I actually don't know if I could ever do therapy because my dad is a therapist. Yeah, so I know firsthand, they don't keep your sessions private. Do you know that? Some of you are tightening up, you're like, oh no. When I was a kid, he'd come home every night, I'm like, Dad, how was your day? He's like, Bill's marriage is over. I'm like, whoa! Easy, Dad, easy. Dad, the dishwasher's broken. Not as broken as Bill's marriage. Okay, Dad, we get it. That's. But we should all be in therapy because we live in New York and the city just does something to you. It changes you. It's a whole... I'm from Florida originally. My friends back home, they're just like, so Dave, what happened? You've lived in New York for a few years. Are you an asshole now? And I'm like, it's complicated. I'll put it this way, I don't wish pain on anybody, but if it's already happening, I'll watch. I'm not proud of this. I have missed my train just to see a couple break up. Some of you were like, I did too. I was on the platform, I was ready to go, I was like, I really want to go home. Really want to go home. But then behind me, I heard, don't grab my arm and don't call me baby. And I'm like, well, it would be rude to leave now. But I wasn't the only one. Everybody on the platform all gravitated towards it like catnip. Because there's something about New Yorkers, like human misery, we would pay money. You could sell tickets to that, we'd watch. You already have a guy in Times Square for the tourists going, I got Jersey Boys, I got Wicked. How about someone right next to him for New Yorkers going, I got a guy trying to get a mattress up a 3-story walk-up. Who wants to watch? Come on. Orchestra seating for woman who can't find street parking. Come on, let's get it going. Let's get it going right now. My favorite part about New York, though, is that you never know what you're going to see. You know, you turn the corner, all bets are off. Whoa, that's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. Whoa, he's dead. You know, there's no... To me, it feels like the logic of a dream, you know, how like anything can happen, you just go along with it. If you were talking about a nightmare that you had and a New Yorker came late, he doesn't know you're talking about a dream. You're like, I saw a rubber duck floating in a pool of blood, and then there was a puma with a man's face. New Yorker's like, where, Port Authority? What was that? So a side note, don't ever tell anybody about a dream you had. No one's listening. You ever notice that your dream is the most interesting thing in the world? Someone tells you their dream, it's like jury duty for friendship. No. There's only one time in history someone said, I have a dream, and then anyone paid attention after that. That would have been a weird speech if he meant it literally. He said, I had a dream that I was on a beach, but it wasn't, but it was weird. Okay, you guys tightened up. You're like, ooh, racial material. That's the whitest man I've ever seen. Let's hear his Martin Luther King impression. I'm from the South, so I have to deal with a lot of racism when I go back home. There's kind of like a happy racism though. It's where you say normal things, but you just sound racist when you say it. Like my family's like, Dave, last time I was in New York, I couldn't believe it. All those different types of people. Just walking around. As opposed to what? And I'm the outcast. I'm the liberal, you know, like, ooh, look at you. Oh, there you are. You're just one of them liberal New York bubble artsy types. I'm like, hey, us artsy types made all of your Confederate statues. Come on. Racists don't sculpt. Seriously, all of those Confederate heroes of yours, those like really nice statues, they were made by someone who did 4 years at a fine arts college going, I like his beard. That's what happened. I have a question for you guys. You ever lose a whole goddamn day on the internet? You ever do it? You ever just like, I'm gonna send one email. You black out. You wake up, you're on a YouTube video of the top 10 worst Boston accents in movie history. You're like, I try to, like, I like doing comedy, but I gotta, like, write on my computer to do it, and then I just get distracted by the thing I need to be productive is keeping me from being productive. My friend's an asshole. He's like, Charles Dickens wrote 15 novels. What a work ethic. I'm like, yeah, it helped that his typewriter wasn't also Pornhub. Right? Let's be honest, how far would he have gotten? He was like, it was the best of times. Everybody gone? Loose corsets. I don't know what porn was called back then. That's the best I got. This one's for me. You ever close your internet porn, you forget you had a non-porn browser open underneath? Isn't that fun? Because it's like a time capsule of what you were looking at before you decided to masturbate. No, you're like, what was it about Gene Hackman's IMDb page that made me... That's my favorite joke, because I immediately know how old everybody in the room is. Everybody over 40 is like, Gene Hackman, that's fine, that's good. Everyone under 30 is like, I miss the jokes. I miss when he was telling jokes. The internet's ridiculous. But that's the thing about like Charles Dickens, like he has that legacy. I was thinking recently about like you don't get to pick your legacy. You ever think about that? Like, we don't get to decide what it's gonna be. Like, I was thinking the other day about, like, Helen Keller. Yep, everybody tightened up. That was amazing that we did that. All the incredible things that she did. She was an amazing person. But really, it's the jokes. That's what really, like, that's what she left us. If your friend just called you Helen Keller, is it because you're a role model for human rights? No, it's because you just walked into a sliding glass door. I was watching a documentary about Helen Keller, and I found out at the end of her life, she was a hardcore socialist. Did you know that? It's a couple people. Isn't it amazing? We all remember she taught herself to speak, and then we forget what she wanted to say. History just swept that under the rug, didn't they? They were just, I would have loved to have seen that, just like she's up there, water. They're like, very good, Helen. Is a right of the proletariat. Nope, that's it. Thank you, Helen. Shit, damn it. I've been Dave Columbo, guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.